Hey, first graders, this week we're going to read stories about maps. Now, a couple weeks ago in social studies, we learned about maps and we learned about the compass rose and we learned about the symbols that get used and different ways that maps may look. And we even worked on making our own map. So this week, all these stories, when we're talking about maps and directions, should be using some things that we've already practiced. So I hope that you recognize some of these different things and are able to understand what it is that we're talking about and how you can use them in your own life. Okay, so let me get a little smaller here and we will look at our first story. This one is called Me on the Map by Joan Sweeney, illustrated by Annette Cable. Me on the Map. This is me. What is she holding? It looks like she has some different equipment, doesn't she? This is me in my room. This is a map of my room. This is me on the map of my room. Now notice here that this picture is showing what her room looks like from up on the ceiling. Okay, remember we talked about how maps usually show what things look like from above. Can you recognize what she has in her room? This is my house. This is a map of my house. This is my room on the map of my house. So you can see again, she's drawn what her house looks like from above, all the different rooms there. And there it says, my room. This is my street. This is a map of my street. This is my house on the map of my street. Okay, so we started from her room, then we went to her house, now we're to her street. There's her house on Oak Street. This is my town. This is a map of my town. This is my street on the map of my town. And right there you can see Oak Street. This is my state. This is a map of my state. Kansas is her state. This is my town on the map of my state. Pleasant Grove, that little dot shows where in Kansas her town is. This is my country, the United States of America. This is a map of my country. So here we have the United States of America. This is my state on the map of my country. There's Kansas. Can you see where Utah is? Utah is right there. This is my world. It is called Earth. It looks like a giant ball. If you could unroll the world and make it flat, it would look something like this map of the world. So here we have the world. We have all the continents marked. The oceans names aren't there. So here's how I find my special place on the map. First, I look at the map of the world and I find my country. So here we have the whole world, and she's going to North America, which is our continent, and then the United States of America, which is our country. Then I look at the map of my country and find my state. So she found Kansas. Then I look at the map of my state and find my town. There she's finding Pleasant Grove, Pleasant Green, Pleasant Grove, Pleasant Grove. Then I look at the map of my town and I find my street, Oak Street. There it says Oak Street. And on my street, I find my house. And in my house, I find my room. And in my room, I find me. Just think. In rooms, in houses, on streets, in towns, in countries all over the world, everybody has their own special place on the map. Just like me. Just like me on the map. And that's the end. What could you say about your special place on the map? How would you find it? Do you think you could tell somebody else what you'd have to look for to find your special place on the map? See if you can.